This video is presented by EA Game Changers program. Appreciate EA for flying me down to EA Play to get this exclusive Madden NFL 19 footage just for you. Enjoy. What is going on, guys? It's your dude Shotmaster, and today we are going to talk about scouting and the draft in Madden NFL 19. Now, scouting, really nothing has changed with scouting except now you'll see the scheme fits for the players that you are scouting. Now, the one thing I did notice through this whole thing is that I sort of started gravitating to those who fit my scheme. So as you can see, every position sort of had a scheme, had somebody in that position that fit my scheme. Here we got this quarterback that fits my scheme because I'm a vertical zone run and I need that strong arm quarterback. And so as we take a look at these other positions, you're going to see that there's a number of positions that fit, that you'll see players that fit your scheme. Some will have a lot of players that fit your scheme. So you'll be very happy to see that there won't be one particular position that just doesn't fit at all. But anyways, I was very happy with the way scouting was done as far as scheme fits and everything. I was afraid that it was going to be very close to none. Hold on, let's take a look at the center position real quick. Let's pause this for a second. So here we have Dallas Aldridge and we have Casey Jackson. Now this is what I'm talking about. You got two guys that look pretty much the same as far as skills, but one fits my scheme. I'm definitely going to go with the guy that fits my scheme. So I think that's where you'll start to end up going once you play around with scouting and once you try to figure out everything that's going in. As you can see, Dallas has some very good numbers. As we take a look at Casey Jackson, you can see that he has some good numbers as well. But you'll see as we keep going through these positions here, we got a right guard. We have 4 to 5 guys that are scheme fits for what we're trying to run. And so again, the better the scheme fit, the more the player gets as far as XP, which means they'll be able to upgrade that player. Make sure you check out my video on upgrading players as I continue this franchise focused series with nothing but the gameplay that we got, that I recorded down at EA Play. So enough about this though, because I can go into scouting all day and we can take a look at people that we need and people that we don't need and people that we want to add to the our draft board. But nothing has really changed with scouting except for that they now have added scheme fit. So let's go ahead and jump into what you guys all came to see, and that is this new draft. So let's get into it. All right, so the new draft, as we start right here, you'll see we'll start the draft, and they've done it in a couple of cities. I haven't got word on like how many new cities they are. They're fake cities, so don't try to be like, oh, this must be New York or this. Those are fake skylines, but the stage looks nice and it's in front of a big crowd. It tells you who's next. I think the one thing that I would like to see is on the clock, if they had a timer on the clock. I know the timer is up at the top, but if they had an actual timer. Now the one thing you'll see also is you'll see that player's overall on the screen. So no more having to text the guy that's in your league, yo, I was looking at that guy too, what was his overall? You'll see it right there on the screen in the block next to his name. And you know, I would like to see more. I would love to see, like, if we could see the dev trait of that player that came out. I mean, obviously I know this is year one of this type of draft, and you'll see when I get to pick my player that my player will come out in a pose that will tell me what kind of dev trait he is. But I know that's one of the things, especially for me being in a 32-man franchise, I'm in like 3 of them. I always want to know, okay, was that a good pick? Like, okay, you see his overall right here, but you really don't see whether, you know, that was a reach or was it, you know, a good pick, or really what dev trait. That's what we really all want to see. We all want to see the overall rating and the dev trait for that user. So as you can see, as we keep going through this, you can see the, you know, the different presentation here where it changes. And so now we're gonna just go ahead and skip to our draft because we need to figure out who we're going to draft. Dolphins had a good pick right there. So let's go ahead and look at our draft board. No, let's not look at our draft board. Let's just go ahead and make our pick. So when I was looking to make my pick, I was trying to figure out somebody that was going to have an animation. I didn't want the guy that was just going to come out and just have his hands by his side, because that means that he doesn't have any kind of dev trait. He has normal dev trait. So I was looking at this wide receiver, Cortez Ndukwe. He fits my scheme. He number 2 in the 46-yard dash. You know, first in the 3-cone, first in the shuttle. So it was either between him or this halfback. But I really didn't want to pick a halfback because I already have Darius Geis. So I was like, you know what? Let me go back and forth. And then here's the center we were looking at as well, and that he looks like a good pick too. So I think what I ended up doing was picking this guy, Cortez Ndukwe, and let's see if he comes out in some kind of signature pose, as EA said. All right, so getting ready to pick him. I'm still. All right, so we pick him, and there he is. Although it was a reach, you see him coming out with his arms crossed. That means he is quick development. If he shows 1 gun, that means he's a star. And if he shows 2 guns, that means he's a superstar. So if you guys remember my video with Ben Hallmiller, he wasn't quite sure how they represented quick. But as you can see, it's just the arms closed with 1 star on his chest. So that's how they did quick. As you can see, you can also go to his ratings. I don't go to his ratings right here, but you can see his player archetypes. 77 deep threat, 73 slot, 72 possession, and 72 red zone threat. So, you know, all in all, I feel like this presentation is really good. I would love to, again, like I told Ben, I would love to just take out all of the excess stuff and just have the card and my player making that pose right there, and that be a snapshot that I can, you know, maybe put in a story or something else. So we're gonna go ahead and skip further in the draft and see if we can get somebody else that represents you know, maybe a superstar. Since we got a quick, maybe we can get a star or a superstar. So we're taking a look at players right here. Nah, he fell. See, I feel like because I didn't do a lot of scouting, you know, I was rushing. A lot of this was because I was at EA Play. We didn't have a lot of time. And so I rushed through, you know, pretty much the whole season just to get to this off season. And you'll see when in my other franchise feature focus videos, we'll talk about some other things, and you'll see how I had really had to rush through things, but we'll talk about upgrading skill points and all of that. I just wanted to show you guys some of the draft and some of the things that the draft has in it. So guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you stick that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the video to the next feature focus for franchise and Madden NFL 19, and enjoy. Madden 19 is right around the corner, comes out Friday, August 10th. Hope you guys enjoy. If you have any questions, make sure you put them in the comment section below. I'll answer any questions you have about Madden NFL 19 franchise mode as best as I can. And hit me up on Twitter at Shopmaster. Enjoy the rest of the video. It's only a couple more minutes and we out. Peace.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock.